So, hello, my name is Iulia Teodorescu. I'm a textile restorer from Romania. Romania is in the east part of Europe, near to the Black Sea, between Hungary, Bulgaria, Ukraine, and yeah. I am from Sibiu, which is a town in the middle of Romania, surrounded by the mountains. It's a very nice place to be. Hopefully you will come to Sibiu, it's very nice. And I'm working in Astra Museum, which is an ethnographic museum, but I'm dealing with all kinds of textiles. So this is our job to dealing with textile, not only ethnographic, but also from churches and from private collection. So we are open to collaboration and everything. So as my studies, I finished my university program in 2003 in the University of Sibiu, Department of Conservation and Restoration of Art Objects. And my diploma thesis was in the textile field, restoration of an Anatolian carpet. That was part of one big project that was developed in that period by the Brucantal Museum together with Stefan Ionescu and the Evangelic Church from Romania. And they were trying to analyze and identify the Anatolian carpets that we have in Transylvania. We have a large collection, over 300 carpets. The Evangelic Church has a large collection, and we have some small collection also in the museums, but the most the biggest collection is in the Evangelic Church, hanging on the wall. It's very nice collection and very valuable collection. Yeah, for my trainings, I had some internships. One was obviously in Brucantal Museum. The other one it was in the Islamic Museum in Berlin, in Vienna, and I had the opportunity to have a fellowship in Abeck Stiftung, which is a leading institution for the research in a textile field. So I was very lucky to be there. From 2004, I started to be a permanent restorer in Astra Museum, but dealing also with the training center of conservators and restorer, which is a separate department and involve I missed my word now. To train the specialists for Romania for the conservation field and restore not only the textile, but also the other domains. So, and for a short period, I was the conservator for the Evangelic Church. Now we are working, we collaborate, but that was a contract. My main activity are of course, the conservation and restoration of the textile objects. I had to make expertise and treatment for textile heritage for other museum institution or private collection. Of course, the study and the research of textile and related materials, because you all know if you want to restore something, you have to know the background of your objects, because sometimes when you may think that it's a degradation, it can be something that the object had it from the first place, and you have to be very careful, because sometimes trying to restore something, you will destroy the information about the object itself. And of course, it was just a parenthesis, it was between the restorators a period when we are thinking that the object had to be to look in the right shape, to be clean and to be very nice presented. But this was, I would say, quite double. It was a mistake because in that process we destroy quite important information. So we have to be very careful and to know what we are doing and what the treatment that we try to put on the object, because sometimes you can't remake anything. So you will have a nice garment with full of 16th century material, but restitch it in 2011, I don't know, something like that. Of course, I have to make some support and display solution for textile, giving a lecture for and trainers for different workshops. If it's the case, I'm coordinating diploma thesis on textile field together with Lucian Blaga University, and another part of my activity is to study and learn and transfer information about traditional art craft on textile. Something about Astra Museum is an ethnographic museum which holds several collections, Romanian, of course, Saxon, and extra European collection. It's one of the most largest open air museum in Europe. We are very proud of this museum because it's not only a museum, it's not only a classical museum where you have the collection, or you have the exhibition, and you have the walking park with monuments, but also we have the living vivid museum, because we have those workshops for the people, for the craftsmen, for the our visitors, for everyone. So if you want to improve your skills, this is the right place to be. So we try not only from the curator part, but also from the restorers part, to teach and share our knowledge about the traditional crafts and the ecological crafts, of course, and the way to obtain our products. So if you can see here, we have here the new building for the exhibitions. And here we have the center, Astra Center for Heritage, which is a building dedicated to heritage, conservation and storage. The open air museum is a beautiful place to be, and some pictures from our events that we organize during the year. So if you want to be involved in a way of living, this is the place that you can't experience in the town. So some picture from the exhibition, from the houses. As you can see here, we have a Saxon interior with bed and furniture and everything, and textile, a lot of textile. We love textile, so you can see here, Romanian love textile. And some aspects from the open air museum. It's like a village. Our collection, textile collection, is huge. It contains a lot of material, from the raw material to the finest collection with silk and borangic and the raw material, raw silk. Yeah, a lot of embroideries, Sprang collection, you name it. You can find it here. Those are some Romanian blouses. We are very proud of it. So this is one of category that with Irina we started to research, because they were a bit mistaken documented from when they were brought in the museum, they said those parts are cotton because they are looking rough and a bit without shine. But with more approach and research from our part, from her part on the chemist field and my part, we could stabilize that it's silk and it's natural dye with cochineal. And we're very, very happy when we realize that. From our collection, also we have the extra European collection. So our leading object is a mummy. So we are very proud of it. About Astra Center for Heritage, as I said, we are working here, and we have in the lower part the storage for the museum, and in the upper part we have the laboratory. So we have textile, leather, ceramic, painted wood icons, everything. And here we have also the training center. And as I said, we organize different classes for create a bond between the Romanian specialists and with the specialists from abroad. We are trying to develop some good approach within university program, but also in our own program as a specialist of the domain. Of some image about the conference. Last year we organized the DHA Dice and History conference. We are very happy to do that. Unfortunately, it was online, but still we couldn't have. We are in the modern period, so we are open to that. But some images from the conferences and from the workshops and training with students, and also some aspects from the traditional crafts where we teach the traditional craft, traditional material, authenticity, because this is another problem nowadays. What is authentic? What is something that we just borrow and reshape? And of course, and we are very proud that still we have the Olympic Games for children, and they are come 1 week per year, and they show us and present us how they know to do the traditional crafts. So they do the weaving or painting the wood, or in the traditional, respecting the tradition material, and they present themselves. It's very nice, and yeah, I like it very much. It's a nice program to have. About the textile conservation in Astra Museum, and of course in my program, we have nice facility, large spaces where we do almost everything that we need for conserve and restore our objects. We do the research, the conservation. We are involved also in the museum exhibition with solution, and sometimes we do replicas, and of course the training center for students and specialists. As some pictures from the research point of view, we mapping the object, and we, in this case is not, but normally we have also the mapping of the degradation and everything that has to know and provide everything about the object. So if something is removed, or I don't know, it's okay, it's removed, you can find it in the report. the research that we started with Irina in 2016. And yeah, it's very nice because in this project, in this collaboration with Irina, we started to investigate not only the dye stuff, but also the fibers, the making of the fibers, the style and the technique that they use. And we have until now some samples from this project, and we could establish a common sense for our objects, and we can see that some formulas were so appreciated in the one period of time. So you can find it in Transylvania, but you can also find it in the other part of Romania. You can follow the thread and passion, let's say. We make vacuum cleaning, wet cleaning, and pressing. Oh, about that, we are washing textile with Radix saponaria, which is a plant, and we make a natural soap for that. It's very good if you don't want to have white clothes. Humidification of the objects. We have to make our dyes and color the material for conserve the objects, so match the colors, and we are a bit like wizards. So here it's an example. This is a flag from silk, and we had to match the colors. Now, okay, some examples of restoration with needles. Just a moment. Okay, some other aspects. Reconstruction. Sometimes we need to do some reconstruction. We plead for less than more, but sometimes you really have to intervene in this part, of course. Some reconstruction on the carpets. Mouth making is another important part of our job. We try to make some comfortable and good mounting for our objects, and to be used also in the storage. So here we have for this umbrella, this support, because it's very fragile and you can't take it from and walk it with it. So we had to do something permanent, and if you want to take it out from the storage, you will take it with the support, of course. Okay. This is my army. We had an exhibition with costumes, so we had to have a lot of mannequins. So me and the students from university, we had to make 34 mannequins in 2 months. They are made from paper and rice. It was very fun, but I was so afraid that we couldn't do it. So this is the result. I was, we do some replicas sometimes, and those, the hat and the pants are in the museum, in the Ethnographic Museum from Brașov. Yeah. And my new project is the development of sort of guide for people to start to dye with natural stuff. So as Paula said, if you use different mordants or modifier, you can have a range of colors that you ever imagine. So here, if you see, this is white onion, the skin of a white onion. And I had like 2023 recipe. This is cotton. And I change each time the mordant or the modifier. So this is the raw color if you don't add anything, but it's not lasting. If you wash it again and again, it will vanish. And you can see the different. I have alum, I have iron, I have the dark side, it's iron, the brighter, it's tin. Yeah, I use it lemon and all kind of recipe that I found in the book of Dominique Cardon and some other books, but the book of Dominique Cardon is like a Bible for me and for everyone, I think. So here is avocado. I never imagined that I could have so many colors from avocado. I was, wow, this is very nice. And this is sumac. It's a tree that you can find it wherever you turn the head in Romania, at least. And this pink lemonade, it's my favorite colors. And my daughter, she said that she wanted her room like that. So I was, I was very happy with that. Another project is the study of the archaeological finds, but with this one I write in the beginning. So sometimes as a textile conservator, you can be put in the situation that somebody will come with a bag and say, I found this, what will you do with that? And I was, huh? I will ask what will you do? So here we opened the bag and we were looking. It's a very nice dress. We need some help. So this group and the coast group and everything, I think it's the best place to be to learn about the archaeological finds and the research about the archaeological finds, the study, and of course how to restore and conserve those kind of objects. But this is a quite very nice, beautiful dress with silk and some metal threads in it, velvet, and some silk cape on top. It's beautiful, great, absolutely great. I love it, but I'm so afraid of it. So thank you all.